closed captioning brought to you by the Notaries Public of BC.
Welcome back. Joining us now is dating guru Susan McCord. Nice to see you again, Susan.
Well, thanks for the title. Love it.
Yeah, well,
Good to see you too.
It's a fun job description, right?
Yes, it's great. It's lots going on.
Now, we're happy to have you here today because our person of the week, Connie Gibbs, is back in the dating pool again after many years of being, 27 years of being in a marriage. Now, she says one of the great things about being back out there again is in her 60s, she has some wisdom and she knows what she's looking for. But is it out there?
So the fact that she wants to get out and date is wonderful. It's fantastic. It's just, are there any guys out there her age that want to meet her?
Whoa. So you're saying there's a challenge in terms of...
There's a challenge of available men over 50, absolutely. And that's the hard part. And it's very difficult for women to... I think what happens is women just say, why bother? Who's out there? But there are men out there. It's just if you're taking the time to make yourself look and feel good and put yourself out there, they will be around. It's just if you're staying home every night watching TV and complaining there's no guys out there, you're not going to meet them. Well,
she's saying, I know what I want. That's the great thing. I don't have to go through 20 frogs to find a prince. You're saying... excellent, go for it, but it's still hard to find the frogs, let alone the prince.
Well, it also depends on, yeah, exactly. Exactly. It also depends what's on her checklist, though, because a lot of people, as we get older, they don't think they do, but their checklist is way, way, way more intense. And I think it's because part of it is that they sort of sabotage it without realizing it. It's like they go, do I really want to go through all this again and share this and share that and have to learn to live with somebody again? But yet on the other side of the coin, they don't want to be lonely. So
there's some fear
I think there's
attached to this long laundry list of what has to be in place.
Yes, there is. And that's another sad thing because nobody wants to be alone. So people settle. And when they settle is when you find the companion. Now, companions can be great when you're 75 and up, because maybe by then you're not as sexual a creature as you once were, and you want to be around somebody that you can talk to. So those are the people that you see out for dinner that aren't talking to each other. You know what I mean? There's a lot of that goes on later on if somebody's either been together too long or they're just there for sort of company. The ones that really are getting along and chatting, you can tell that there's a chemistry, and chemistry can still be there in your 50s, 60s, and 70s.
Are there services or certain social opportunities that will give you a better chance of coming across a whole bunch of people?
You want to join things. You don't want to give up and become complacent in your life. Try something like there's a group called Meetup, and it's all sorts of groups. And there is one for seniors, there's hiking groups for older people, there's over 40 and over 50 groups. You can even start your own group. If you have a bunch of people that you know, start one up. It takes nothing to start it up. It doesn't cost any money. And it sounds like, yeah, that's too creative. But there's always one person that'll do it, right?
If you don't want to go the online route, which is, that's the first place people think of often these days. What are your other options?
Well, the trouble is that is a really good option, but they have a new thing called dating agencies where what they do is it's more of a matchmaker, but it's for over 50. So they're not going to matchmake you with somebody who's 35. They're not going to even have somebody in their 35. So your chances of meeting somebody are a lot better because they're putting your ages together, as opposed to going on a normal website, right?
And so, in the meantime, and also just because it's really healthy to love your own company, is there a kind of attitude to adopt around that? We talked about Connie's awesome confidence, and
yes,
she's blessed to have that and to have nurtured that. But how do you get to that place of being confident and feeling good? Maybe there's someone in your life, maybe there isn't, but you still love your own company, and when those opportunities come along, you're ready to move on them.
Well, what I said earlier about the getting out and trying different things, and bringing that different energy, I'll use your word again, that is one of the first things that helps. You really have to learn to like being by yourself. And a lot of people don't. They don't really know who they are. They don't know how other people perceive them. And that's another thing that once you know, and maybe ask somebody, find a dating coach. Another thing is just building your confidence by talking to somebody every day that you never would talk to, right? Walk down the street, say hi to somebody you've never spoken to before, and just build it every day, because everybody's got something to offer. Everybody. And that's the nice part about all ages, right?
Well, Susan McCord, you are so much fun. You have great energy yourself and a lot of really good ideas here. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
North of 49, a guide to the rest of your life.